You mentioned one of the pleasures of a small bar association was being able to have a closer relationship with some of the judges, and you mentioned Judge Connor. Talk to us about some of the other judges in the course of your career that you remember and your relationships with them.
Well, I think amongst New Hampshire judges, the one I remember best was, and the one with whom I probably knew best, was Frank Kennison. And Frank and Loretta Kennison were wonderful to Joan and me when we were living in Concord, and I was in the Attorney General's office. They lived a couple of blocks over, and they'd entertained us, and just informally, the kind of visiting that was comfortable in the backyard and so forth, just to get acquainted. And Frank Kennison was always very receptive, forthcoming. Used to see him a lot back and forth. The court was right across the street from the State House, and I liked him a lot. I used to see Judge Duncan, too, who lived in Concord, but we had a good relationship, but it wasn't quite the same as with Frank. I had a good relationship with Steve Wheeler. He sat on a number of cases that we were involved in and then went to the Supreme Court. And later on with Dick Grant, with Judge Grant, because he'd been in the Attorney General's office when I was, I guess, on the basis of knowing somebody, I knew Dick best because of that relationship. Those would be outstanding amongst the state judges.
Did you have much contact with Dave Souter?
I didn't have much contact with Dave Souter until after he went on the Superior Court. And my relationship with David Souter really was derivative. It came about because of his relationship with Warren Rudman. Warren really is the fellow who, and I have a very comfortable relationship with David Souter now, I'm proud to say. But I didn't think of him back in that time because I really didn't see, he wasn't on the court.